subscribe. Darling Radio. Like and subscribe.
Say So Jay. I tried to get you in. Say So Jay. Hop on in. Say So Jay. What's up, Say So Jay?
Hey, what's up, Tariq?
How you doing, Say So?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good. Get on camera, Jay.
Oh, is that really necessary? I mean, okay.
Yeah, let's talk. Let's talk. We're going to talk face to face. That'll be great.
Man, okay. I mean, I'll cover my face, but okay.
What you hiding for? Shit.
I just like my privacy, but whatever. I'll just.
Hop on. We chopping up. Ain't nobody going.
All right. Sorry, I just don't use TikTok that often. How do I? Oh, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to figure out how to turn on the camera.
You just turn the camera on and then push save and you're good to go. Yes, indeed.
Live access needed to go live on video. Live access needed to go live on video. As a guest, you can go live on audio. Oh, hold on. I can't. I'm literally trying to turn on the camera and it's not allowing me to.
Okay, it's all right. We won't trip on it. It's cool. So what's
I'm
on
not
your
trying to
mind?
be funny. I would have joined on camera. Anyway,
Okay.
so I wanted to quickly ask you, shit. So obviously I don't really have a problem with FBA's delineating at all,
Right.
but I wanted to read like a Reddit post that I saw recently, and I wanted to read it out to you because I thought he had a great point. One thing I personally disagree with you on is your rhetoric about fleeing. You know, other diasporas fleeing and you guys being the only black ethnic group that doesn't flee. So
Okay.
I just wanted to challenge you on that. So I'm
Okay.
gonna read you this Reddit post, and then I want to get your 2 cents on it.
Okay.
All right, cool.
All right. What's the post? Shit. Okay. Did you have to go? Okay. Okay. He's probably reading it on his phone, and when you get out of the app, it goes silent. So Jay, you're going to have to paraphrase. Yeah, you're trying to read it on your phone. He's trying to read it on his phone. That's what. Yeah, he's trying to read it on his phone. Jay, hop on because we can't hear you. He's probably talking and reading. So yeah, he doesn't know how TikTok works, and that's okay. That's okay.
Look, can you hear me right now?
No, I didn't hear you read because when you get off the app, it goes into it goes silent. So you got to paraphrase what the post says because you can't take TikTok down and then read, and we won't hear you.
Let me see if I can drop the link to the post.
No,
I'll just.
no, don't do all that. Just paraphrase. Just you paraphrase. What does it say? Oh God, say
okay.
something. Okay, just paraphrase, Jay. Just tell us what it says in your own words. Let's do that.
So basically, what it's saying is that it's like a counter argument to how you spread the fleeing rhetoric about non-FBAs fleeing to the Western world, right?
Okay.
And how it's a weakness and how they should stay in their own homelands and build it up.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is, basically what it says in summary is Black Americans never really needed to flee because you never really needed to flee. It's not really comparing like with like, despite you had racial terror and Jim Crow and whatnot. You never really needed to flee. If anything, the Great Migration was your version of fleeing. So I wanted to get your idea of that.
You don't flee in your own country. America is our country. The Great Migration, we didn't go to another country. We didn't go somewhere and pledge allegiance to another land and denounce our own homeland. We didn't cross a border. We just moved to different parts of a country in which we pay taxes. That ain't fleeing at all. That has nothing to do with fleeing. We're exercising our rights as citizens. That's the great thing about us. So yeah, there is no comparable fleeing. And yeah, there was a reason for us to flee, but we just didn't. We had some of the worst treatment here. We were getting lynched, enslaved, Jim Crowed, but instead of fleeing, we stood on business. Y'all got colonized, but y'all weren't getting lynched by the white supremacists like that. And basically, what decimated you was the indirect infiltration that the white supremacists did, and they pitted different tribes against each other, and the people never got over their tribalism, and that caused a lot of the societies to fail over there, so that they have to go and come over here to the people who stood on business. We stood on business, and that's just a historic reality, right? Jay?
Yeah, I'm hearing you. Okay,
Yes.
I heard all of that. But if you look at other diasporas, they also stood in business as well. You had like the Haitian Revolution and the Mau Mau in Kenya and whatnot. So, but since they were their own ethno state and they had to manage their own trade systems, that's why their country is in poverty. And since there's lack of an economic ladder, they have more choice. Maybe if it's in a state of conflict or it's in severe poverty, don't you think it's just human nature and survival to leave to a more Western?
It's all about consistency. You can find pockets of different groups who did one or two gestures historically that were cool, but as far as consistently resisting white supremacy, we're the only group who's done that. Also, we're the only group who never made a deal with the white supremacists or the Western powers. We, foundational Black Americans, we've never signed a plea deal. We've never signed a treaty with them. We've never legitimized them on paper. The Haitian Revolution was great. I did a movie about the Haitian Revolution, 1804. The problem was, after that, they started making plea deals with the Western powers. Not only did they make plea deals, they started to pay off the damn French. They start making these janky ass deals that turned around and bit them in the ass. Now they're running and fleeing from there now. All over Africa, they signed all these little janky treaties and plea deals, and it turned around and bit them in the ass. They legitimized the white supremacist powers. We're the only ones who never did that. We never did that. So that makes us unique. Not to say, we're not trying to front and stun on people, but we stood on business. So it's interesting when people try to speak about us and denigrate us. Nobody can do that. That's why they're over here with us, by the way. All right?
Yeah, I agree with everything. With the delineation and the history, and I respect it completely. It's just I feel like the comparison between people who have their own ethno state and running their own trade systems with corrupt politicians that are placed there as puppets, and I feel like it's not fair enough to say, oh, you're fleeing, so that means you're weak. I don't believe in
No,
the
my thing
fleeing
is
is
this.
weakness.
I think is this. If people, this is the problem we have. When folks come and have to leave their homelands, the problem is when we get it, because we're the ones who help you get the hell away from some of these places. We were the ones helping you. If you are an African coming over to America, you couldn't come here until the 1960s in large numbers, because white people did not want African immigrants over here at all. We were the ones fighting for that. We thought we were going to get reinforcement. The problem is when people leave some of these homelands that's not popping, they start coming over here trying to pull rank on us, trying to wag their finger to us, talking about, well, what about black on black crime in Chicago? Why don't y'all do this? And why don't you work hard like me? I came over here with $2. That shit, when you come over here with that, we're going to have to give you a general reminder of what the business really is in your homeland. That's where y'all mess up, doing that type of nonsense. You see? Right?
Right. I think that's totally fair. I mean, if, African immigrants are coming over to the US and, talking down on Black Americans without without knowing the history.
Right. And you're from East Africa, right?
How do you know? Oh shit, it must be on my bio.
No, it's not. I just hear it. I can hear your accent. I know accents. So
Can you guess which country in East Africa?
probably either Sudan or Somalia.
No.
Eritrea, Ethiopia.
Nope.
Oh shit. Okay. I don't know then.
Kenya.
Okay. Well, close. Okay. But I can hear an East African. I can hear an East African accent.
Yeah, I'm impressed.
Look, and the problem is this too. when you have people like Myron Gaines, who comes over here and makes his whole platform about denigrating foundational Black Americans in our lineage, and you come from the Sudan, of all places, a place that's completely decimated, where people are they're using cow urine to wash their hair, and you want to fix your mouth to say anything crazy about us, you're gonna get the business, you know, and that's just what it
Right.
is, right?
Right. Yeah, I agree with mostly everything. It's just the fleeing is a weakness rhetoric that you push. That's what I wanted to challenge you
Oh yeah,
on
yeah,
this
yeah.
voice call.
Yeah, I know it hurts. It hurts, but yeah, when y'all sitting these fools over here talking crazy to us, oh, we gonna hit you with the truth. We gonna let you know what it is, you know, and then
Right.
that's just the new norm, brother. But
Do
but,
you,
but
don't you think it's somewhat reasonable though? Like if your nation state is in corruption and poverty,
yeah, I
you
mean,
want a better life for your children.
yeah,
Sometimes it
it
isn't a
was.
bad idea to, you know,
We didn't know, and yeah, we had complete corruption over here. Jim Crow was corruption. Slavery was corruption. Legalized lynchings was corruption. You understand? But we stood
right.
on business and fought against it. We fought against
Mm,
it and we made it better. So that makes us unique. But thank you for the call, brother. You dig? So yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, yeah. Convict leasing, them stealing our land. Tulsa, yeah, that was corrupt. What they did to our family in Tulsa. We still stood on business and fought back. Redlining. Oh, we dealt with the most corruption. The Tuskegee experiment. Oh yeah, we've dealt with the most corruption. Wilmington. My goodness. Police brutality. Oh, we dealt with corruption. And we still stood on business. I don't want to hear about how y'all got corrupt. We dealt with extreme corruption, an extremely corrupt, racist government, and still stood on business. Yeah. So our thing, well, look, we understand some people might have to leave, but when you come here, you ain't gonna start wagging your finger. You ain't gonna start telling us we don't. Yeah, the FBA shouldn't get reparations because I'm an immigrant and I ain't gonna get it, so they shouldn't get it. You gonna get the business, and it's not just Africans, man. Look, the Tethers have been doing this stuff for the longest. The East Indians been doing that stuff. Dinesh D'Souza, remember him? This man for years has come over here, got book deals, made a ton of money denigrating black people over here. And I was one of the first people on that guy's bumper. This dude would write books about how black people in America are lazy and black people in Chicago ain't shit, and slavery wasn't that bad, and we shouldn't get reparations, and black America's degenerate. And I was one of the first people to point out, hold on, Dinesh D'Souza is from Mumbai, India. He grew up in Mumbai. He grew up there until he was like 18. This man spent his whole childhood and teens in a floating slum. How dare this dude talk about us? See, I used to get on his bumper. I was on their bumper before I got on the other people. Like, wait a minute. He can't say nothing about us. That's why I start telling people, don't let none of these people say shit about us, man. All these foreigners coming over here wagging their finger talking about Chicago and gang. They can't say nothing. These people come from slums and filth. Don't let these folks say nothing about us. Just show them a picture of their homeland. That's what I used to do with Dinesh. Every time he talked greasy about black people, I post up a picture of Mumbai. That's all I would do. And that would shut his ass up. I post a picture of that floating slum that he grew up in. Don't let nobody say nothing about us. We're doing better than all of them in their homeland. They ain't at liberty to say nothing about us. That's why the tethers are mad now, because we got these talking points together. That shit don't you don't come over here talking greasy about us. We're gonna remind you of where you're from. Because some of us travel. We start going to these places. See, that's another thing. A lot of us start going to these places, and that whole Prince of Zamunda scam that they would run, it don't work no more, because they come over here and start telling us, back in my home, I have a mansion, I have a lot of money, I have a Rolls Royce. I just pretend to be poor over here, and they would run that game. And me and others was like, no, that ain't true. They ain't got it popping. There's a reason why he's over here working at damn Chick-fil-A. He don't own no mansion nowhere. No, that's a con, that's a hustle. And we start putting people up on the con and the hustle. Like, damn, that goddamn Tariq, he exposed us. Now everyone is calling us a Teda. Yeah? Shout out to everybody in here. Hit those hearts, family. Y'all hit those hearts. Let's get up to 500,000. Let's get up to 500,000 hearts up in here, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's get a couple of more calls in here, because I got to get up early. I got work to do. Let's see, Kimmy Nicole. Let's get Kimmy Nicole in here. Miss Kimmy Nicole, if you want to hop in, that'll be great. What's up, Kimmy? Miss Kimmy. Miss Kimmy, you all right over there, ma'am? All right. Are you asleep? Oh, I think she's snoring. Either she's snoring or she farted. Okay, I think she's farting. I got to get you out of here, Kimmy. We can't have that. You can't eat butter beans before you go to bed, ma'am. That's going to tear your little old colon up. All right, let's get who is this? Taminia? I can't. Tamiria? I can't pronounce your name, ma'am, sir. Hop on in, Tamiria. I think that's your name. I don't know how to pronounce your name. All right. Tamiria, I think that's your name. All right, we're waiting on you to get your phone together. While we're waiting on that, let's get all right. I hate when I have folks up and they didn't mean to hit the thing and it just wastes a lot of time. All right, let's get Time Will Tell. Let's get Time Will Tell.
How you doing, man?
How you doing, Time?
Everything smooth. Just at
Oh,
work, waiting
okay.
for these hours to pass by.
No doubt. What you eating on, brother?
I'm just snacking on some M&Ms.
No doubt. So what's on your mind, Time?
Yeah, I was wondering if you seen that video with the African woman trying to use the old school saying that, because I'm a 90s baby, that our parents used to tell us when we used to eat at the table. You know what
Okay.
I'm talking about?
And I don't know what you're talking about, but thank you. I don't know what you're talking about, brother. I don't know what you're talking about. Thank you. You over there eating some Jollof? I don't know I don't know, brother. I don't even feel like deciphering it. All right. Let's get, who is this? All right, let me get some more people in here. Look like there was an image of Patrice Lumumba. Somebody with an image of Patrice Lumumba. All right. Let me see. Let's get, who is this person? FBA Live. Let's get her in. Oh, she must not have meant to get on. Yeah, I don't know what Time Will Tell. He's up here saying some shit. I don't know what he's talking about. He's up here trying to play Let's Make a Deal. I'm not trying to do a guessing game. I don't know what you're talking about, brother. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, well, you in here troll? Wait. Sonetta. Hold on, Time Will Tell. Hold on, Time. What the? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. What do you say about Sonetta? What is Sarnetta doing? I'm cool with Sarnetta. Shout out to Sarnetta. What you talking about? You just saying shit. What are you talking about, time will tell. You sound like a tether. You just saying shit. Tethers just be saying random shit. All right. Yeah, you just saying random shit. Yeah, you were eating. You were in your Uber eating the customer's fries. That's what you were eating. You were in there eating the customer's French fries, sir. All right. All right. Let me see. Y'all raise. Let's try this. People in the chat, get up. Raise your hand. Raise your hand. If you want to get up, raise your hand. Yeah, I'm cool with Sarnetta. That's my guy. I'm cool with Sarnetta. All right. And I'm chewing on a Ricola lozenge, by the way. So y'all excuse me if y'all hear it clackering on my teeth and shit. Raise your hand. You can raise your hand. Just do a hand emoji. That's how you raise your hand. All right. Just raise your hand. I'm gonna get a couple of more people in here. All right. Let's TNC Reacts. Let's try that person. TNC Reacts. Hop on in.
How you doing, OG?
How you doing, TNC?
Man, I'm doing good. How about yourself, bro?
I am good. What city you in, brother?
I'm down here in Pensacola, Florida.
Oh, cool. So what's on your mind,
But
bro?
I'm originally from Cleveland, Ohio. You feel me? But man, I respect what you do. Man, I didn't when I first got hip to who you were with the colors,
Hidden Colors,
where it
yes.
was like one of the documentaries, Hidden Colors, man. And from then on, I've been trying to keep up with you, what you're doing. Shout out to you for making that museum out there in Cali, man.
Yes.
Bro, you was doing your thing.
Oh yeah, my man. I appreciate that,
Hey,
brother.
trust me, I don't have no. I ain't on here with that weird stuff because I go on these different panels periodically and chop it up with different people. Like there's this lady I go to, her name is Jackie. Really, really good channel. She posts a lot of like rage bait stuff, but it's interesting to see how many people that come on there that are white tea that come on there.
Yeah.
Because I like the way I'm pronouncing it, I'm making sure I'm being TikTok friendly.
Right,
You
right,
feel
right.
me? But they come in, they always have all of these negative things to say about us.
Yeah.
And when I'm on those panels, I always say, well, tell me something that your culture does negatively. No answers. They don't never have one moment where they can say anything they do wrong. And for about a couple months, when I started really getting into this, because when I do my TikTok page, I just put shorts up from when I do my YouTube channel. I just make my shorts and put it on there like I do Facebook. But what I realized when you go on these channels, it is amazing how they can never say what they do wrong. But I realized they really study us.
Thank you, brother. I'm kind of lost, but thank you, brother. Thank you. Okay, I was getting a little lost. Okay, all right, y'all gotta land them planes. Respect. I respect your passion, but y'all gotta kind of land them planes. I was getting a little lost there. All right, I was getting a little lost. All right, what is this? Add your name. Hold on. Didn't I have you on the other day? Add your name. Add your name. What's up, brother?
How's it, Tariq? What's up?
Oh, didn't you get on the other day?
Yeah, but I couldn't get my video on.
Probably get your
You guys,
camera on.
you guys were talking left about Africans. I don't have access to it.
Oh, okay. Well, get it together. I have you back on. Goddess.
Yeah, hello.
How you doing, goddess?
I'm doing well, but honestly, I don't mean to be rude. I cannot turn on my camera.
It's
But
okay.
Tariq, I just wanted to tell you, you have really changed my life. Like, I love listening to your content. I respect everything about you. You taught me so many big words, like
Ah,
vitriol.
ah,
And I just want to say, I didn't want to believe the narrative, but then I did start dating someone who's from Nigeria, and I just got tired of the bullshit. Excuse my language. I don't know if we can curse. I feel like his dad might be having a wife for him in his country, because there's no reason. I think they just come here, the women, Black American women. I don't understand what is the problem. You know, I look good. I'm not a bad looking woman. And he just kept coming up with all these excuses. And I was like, you know what? I don't got time for that. And I started listening to you. I can't do it no more. No offense.
ah.
And again, I'm going to land my plane, but I just want to wish you well to you and your family, your beautiful, lovely wife. You're a very nice, handsome man, and we listening. And you be having me crack up. Okay?
Thank you so much, beloved.
You're
Is she trying to be a side piece? Ma'am, don't you play. She's trying to be a side. Are you trying to be a side piece? Are you gonna have my wife Googling a wheelbarrow and a shovel? All right. Don't have my lady looking at unsolved mysteries, getting notes now. But respect to that sister. Shout out. Respect to her. She was about to get finessed by one of these cats. And she woke up to the finesse. That's why these tethers are mad at me. They think, hey, Tariq is waking up people to our scams. That's why they're so mad at me. They think I'm messing up the scams, y'all. They're very mad at me because they can't scam y'all no more. So they're blaming me. That's really what a lot of this is about. Their scams are drying up, family. All their little scams are starting to dry up. And they're like, that damn Tariq, I was going to make $40,000 off these niggas, and he messed it up with that FBA sheet. So they look at my hairline, they knew I was a tether. So yeah, they think I done made the block hot. I done messed up their little old money. You know? I done messed up their little scam money. Because now everybody's looking at hairlines, y'all asking questions. Hey, where you from? What are you from Uganda with that hairline? What you listen to Tariq, don't you? I ate that nigga. Oh Lord, they're mad. They're mad because they think I done messed up their scams. They think I done messed up the scams. Oh Lord. So yeah, people are asking questions now. They're like, where are you from? Where the hell are you from? Which we should have been asking that. And now people are cautious. Oh yeah, they hate when you start asking where you. And listen, we used to do that all the now. That's a part of foundational Black American culture, family. Back in the day, our parents. How many of y'all mamas or grandmamas? Y'all had mothers or grandmothers like my mom. My mother to this day could tell you every single person in our damn neighborhood when I was growing up. They know everybody. Do y'all have them mamas or grandmothers who just knew everybody in the neighborhood? I mean, everybody. And they still call you. Do you know Miss Bessie's grandson died? You know, you grew up with their cousin. Well, his uncle's mama died Thursday. Damn, okay, all right. You got them kind of moms. That's my mom. Them FBA mamas and grandmas knew everybody. They knew everybody, and they made it a point to find out who was who. You come around, hey, little boy, who's your mama? Where your mama and them from? Miss Esther and them. Oh, okay, I went to school with Miss Esther. Okay, that's Miss Esther's son. They would just want to know who was who. They needed to know who was who, just in case anything happened. We knew who each other was. We just knew who everybody was. It was a big ass community. So if anything happened to this kid, we would know the parents to call. We were tapped in with each other like that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, my mom, shit. My mom called me every day telling me about somebody, cousin, uncle, niece who done died or somebody done grad. Man, dude, my mom, you know everybody in our neighborhood growing up. But that was the thing. So we start getting all of these non-FBAs coming around, and later on, and we there was a disconnect. There was a major disconnect. That's why, we don't do the stuff we used to do back in the day. People don't really go outside. Y'all remember us growing up in the 70s and 80s? We were outside like a mother. You don't see that. But out here in California, you don't see it. I saw it kind of in Texas. In the southern states, you see it to a certain degree. But we used to stay outside. And everybody knew each other because we were outside. We were interacting with each other. So everybody had to know who's who, where was somebody from, where your parents were. We knew each other. Everybody knew somebody's parents. You know? Yeah, some of y'all 90s babies don't know about that. Some of that. We got a lot of, I know a lot of my audience here, some of y'all young, but some of us grew up in the 70s and 80s. We were outside. Do y'all know what outside is, family? For my new people here, for my young people. There's a place called Outside, kids. Your mama and them used to be out there kicking it. We'd be out there riding bikes, racing in the street, playing football in the streets, playing basketball. We would be outside. And we would be outside until around 6 p.m. when the street light came on. There was something called a street light. And when that came on, everybody got back inside. For some of y'all youngins, we stayed outside, kicking it. Yeah? Somebody said in the 90s you outside. Yeah, to a certain degree. Yeah? Who is this? What's that? Why am I promoting? What kind of question is that? Culture. Okay, you just trolling. Troll account. Okay. When somebody say something dumb, it's usually from a troll account. So yeah, I won't even dignify that. Okay. Let me get some more folks in here. Shout out to everybody in here. Shout out to everybody in here. Ladies and gentlemen, let me get one more good call. Let's get one more good call. I saw my sister in here. I saw my sister Tia in here. I don't know where she went. So many people in here. And by the way, family, this coming Saturday at the Hidden History Museum, we have the Hilarious Harvest Hangout. Y'all need to come through. We got a lot of great food, great comics. It's going to be a vibe. Go to hiddenhistorymuseum.com. hiddenhistorymuseum.com, ladies and gentlemen. Culture Rush, you got to make a request to get on. Culture Rush, hop on. Make a request to get on. All right? You got to make a request to get on Culture Rush and say what you have to say in the live. Get on in and talk. All right? Let me see. I'm going to get a couple of more folks in here. Let me see. Where y'all at? Skino. Hop on, Skino.
Yo, you can hear me?
I can hear you. How you doing, Skino?
Yo, I'm good. Yo, check this out. I'm be quick with it. But did you see that news article that came out about that Somalian restaurant up in Minneapolis doing fraud? So they claim to be serving 6,000 kids a day with meals. Come to find out, they only served 40 kids over a 6-week period and pocketed $12 million from the
Wow.
government.
Wow.
Yeah, that shit crazy, Flex.
Oh, I got to look into that. But that's it. Those scams, that sound like some Dude, these folks always got some kind of scam going on. Y'all, what's up, y'all? Y'all? Miss Y'all, hop on in. Oh, Lord, I hate when these people hit the button by mistake. Y'all, are you in here? Y'all, you didn't mean to get on, did you? Y'all? Just say you didn't mean to get on, y'all. You ain't got to roll around in your bed like that. Y'all, I hear a pit bull in the back. It's just there's all types of shit going on in your apartment. You rolling around on that rickety bed. There's a pit bull in the other room. All right. Let me get you out of here. All right. There's too much going on in your life.
I'm no longer musty. I'm no longer musty. I'm no longer musty. I'm no longer musty. 'Cause I got my real work on. I'm no longer musty. 'Cause I got my real work on. I'm no longer musty. 'Cause I got my real